What's up guys? We're rolling through with a new meta Hog Rider deck with Firecracker and Bowler. The trifecta of bounce backs with Bowler, Firecracker, and Snowball is unbelievably toxic. Whenever your opponent tries to attack, the Bowler and Snowball will bounce them back. And if they try to get too close, the Firecracker is just gonna blast away. Because Firecracker is such an obnoxious card, people will go in for arrows on top of that or your skeleton army. And when they see Hog Rider, they're gonna think that's the only win condition. When the Goblin Barrel bounces out of its barrel onto tower, you'll have a ton of power. Without their arrows or small spells, there's not much they can do. And after you defend with your Bowler and Firecracker, it's pretty easy to build up big counter pushes, because if they drop anything to counter your Hog Rider, you're gonna be able to splash onto their tower at the exact same time. This has to be one of the most fun Hog Rider decks in the entire game. So let's go blast everything back so no one can ever attack and assert dominance. Subscribe to the channel to stay connected for all the daily videos. Thanks to everyone that's using Create a Code SirTag to support the channel. We got a game against Jose, and he is apparently under resurrection looking at his clan. Wow, okay, dude. You're trying to bring the Electro Giant back to life after the nerf. It's still a super strong card, and it's not fun to play against. Okay, this is also going to be problematic if I go in for a poison here. I am able to whittle down the piggy potential and the damage. Why would you tornado the Firecracker? I guess you really didn't want to get splashed on. There's a high chance that he didn't have any good answer to the Firecracker then in his entire deck. I thought he might end up having, like, you know, a Dark Prince or something that is able to charge fast and furious on the Firecracker. This guy is just going head over heels with aggression all the time. Just gonna snowball that so we can limit the Electro Giant damage. Typically want to go opposite lane of people that have big Electro Giant decks, because if you go same side in this type of matchup, they're going to be able to defend the Hog Rider and then go for an Electro Giant with whatever they have defended with. So let's say they go in for like a mini P.E.K.K.A. They could plop an Electro Giant at the river after they defend with the mini P.E.K.K.A. Wow. It's almost as if I knew his deck before he even dropped the card. I've never seen that in an Electro Giant deck. I was just saying that as an exaggeration or as more of like an example. But no, he's fully fledged with an annoying deck. Mini P.E.K.K.A., Tornado, and then also Phoenix. And I don't have many great anti-air answers in our deck besides Firecracker, so we got to cycle a lot of them here. Okay, so I can poison. I think that we're going to be able to get the Mother Witch to walk into the poison, so that's optimal. Then I can snowball back, so we can guarantee that the egg probably dies inside the poison as well, so we're fine. Yeah, going to be a tough and tricky position for us to be in, but I believe that we can make it work. He's probably not back to mini P.E.K.K.A., so I'm going to rush you with the Hog Rider, and he doesn't have Tornado in cycle. So what are you going to do? We caught you in a bad card. Really now? Really? You used your Tornado, you used your mini P.E.K.K.A., and then you whip out a mirror Tornado. You're really going to do me like that, Jose. I hate you. I hate you with every fiber of my existence. Oh my gosh, that's absolutely tragic. I'm at a loss of words, and hopefully I don't lose this game. I'm going to go in for a Bowler in the same side. I definitely want to go in for a Goblin Barrel when I get the chance. At the same time, I need to stack up Firecrackers. High chance he's going to go in for Tornado on the Firecracker, because that's what he did last time. We can let the Goblins do their thing. They're not going to get that much damage on our tower. Remember that he had Lightning, so I kind of want to go for the Infront tower here. Wait, is that going to be able to snipe the Mother Witch? Did he expect us to go in for... Okay, this is really, really weird. This is quite a peculiar position. I'm going to go for a Skeleton Army just to make sure that the Phoenix Egg doesn't pop on everything. That'd be pretty sad if it did. I also don't want the Phoenix to lock onto my tower. So we're chilling. I can Hog Rider here, and then I can go for a Goblin Barrel. Because the Hog Rider is going to tank for the Goblin Barrel, it's likely that we're going to get a lot of damage with it. And then I want a Firecracker instantaneously. The Bowler is locking and loading. Look at that damage. That's incredible. We needed that. He might go in for another Tornado if he's going to get back to it, but I don't know. I kind of have to play aggressive here. We want to go in for a Bowler as well, since that's our only sturdy amount of damage that we can get. Like, everything else is kind of flimsy and will die to a Tornado. Fortunately, most of the skeletons are going to die here, so it's good. Wait, I can poison. The Firecracker would have killed that anyway. No, the Firecracker's stupid. I needed to go for that poison. I didn't think the Firecracker was going to be that dumb. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see that? The Firecracker legitimately just did not target the Mother Witch right in front of her eyes. I'm going to Skeleton Army here, and then I can go for a Firecracker. I think I could have dropped a more optimal placement for sure with the Infront tower, but it's all good. I'm going to go for another Hog Rider, and I might be screwed. I don't know if I can do this. I need to take the tower right here, right now. If I don't, I lose the game. So I'm going to go for a poison. I think the Hog Rider does do it. Let's freaking go. You ended up having Tornado Mirror with mini P.E.K.K.A., and it still wasn't enough to shut down our Hog Rider. That was really clutch at the end when I identified that I had no way of defending and had to go all in. And we pulled off the ultimate heist with the Firecracker Hog Rider. All right, we got a game against Vortex. So hopefully he doesn't have that Vortex, aka the Tornado. I would really not like to play against that today. Okay, pretty good start. We ended up getting a Snowball on top of the Goblin Barrel for a good trade. And then we can also go in for a Hog Rider here and counter his Goblin Gang with no damage on our towers. That's beautiful, baby. Also, where the Hog Rider slips its way through. That's one of the reasons why Hog Rider at the start is a very menacing play. When people aren't properly prepared and they haven't figured out what your deck is, you can get a lot of damage with it. Also, the Dark Goblin found its way onto the tower. I feel like every single card is being a ninja assassin and locking onto towers when it shouldn't. Thought the Infront tower would pull, but the only thing it pulled was a negative elixir trade for our homie. And then also my skeleton army wasn't able to kill the Dark Goblin. That Dark Goblin was actually definitely a ninja. He's got the mask too. I think out of all the cards in Clash Royale, to be an assassin, the Dark Goblin would be up on the highest tier list. Yo, the Valkyrie whiffed. What the heck is happening in this game? It's like every single card is losing IQ and we're just gaining damage. Okay, so the bowler is able to knock back the Valkyrie, and then his Electro Spirit is in a peculiar placement. I want to go for a poison so the Dark Goblin will die. This is pretty risky. If the Dark Goblin, you know, was targeting a lower HP card instead of the bowler, it would have walked out of that really quickly. But since the bowler is thick as heck, he's going to be able to shut that down. Also, why would you Infront Tower there? I guess he expected me to go for a Hog Rider and he had to cycle something. Definitely not going to do that, my dude. I'll go in for a Firecracker in the back when I'm at max elixir, and then I'm going to go for my Hog Rider afterward. Oh, dude, don't do that to me. Wait, it still worked out because the Firecracker clutched up on defense. Wait, if I go bowler right now, and you don't have Infront Tower in cycle, you might have to rocket this. If you don't rocket this, I can go for a Hog Rider. The Firecracker's going to stay alive. Wait, I can pop off with even more value. I can snowball his stuff back. That's hilarious. His Valkyrie is permanently further away from my Hog Rider. It got knocked back by the bowler 2 times. And then the snowball added insult to injury, saying you can never attack me. The Valkyrie will probably die here. Oh, man, this is tragic. He's going to go in for a pre-log again, and that is absolutely ridiculous amount of damage. Wait, the Dark Goblin didn't lock on it for a bit of time. I thought that was going to do more than that. Okay, we're still in this game. This is pretty good. I can go for a bowler in the back. We haven't seen him rocket or anything like that. The skeletons won't lock on the tower, right? Oh, wait, what? What is happening right now? I feel so mischievous with our deck. I'm going to go for a Goblin Barrel so then he can't pre-log me. It's going to be harder for him to pre-log because we're just going to Goblin Barrel in front, so he has to use the log on defense instead. That's what we wanted to do. That's how we should have been playing, so he wouldn't have been able to pre-log us like 4 times in a row, but you know what happens. We're going to poison preemptively on a Goblin Gang, and let's go. We hit it. That's awesome. And the Hog Rider puts it down to 1 HP, and that's all we need. As long as I can defend this next Goblin Barrel that's coming up, we should win the game. I'm going to Goblin Barrel in the back because I think the Goblins have, you know, a little bit higher success rate at finishing off their brothers. And that's it. Cannibalism, dude. Green on green. And we were absolutely mean. It's sad to see Vortex crying at the end, but hopefully our friend has better luck in the next one. All right, we got a game against Matador. So we're just going to see what's up. Definitely want to go for a Hog Rider if I get the opportunity to. At the start of the game, if you go for a Hog Rider and your opponent doesn't have a building or a tornado or a fisherman, you're able to get a lot of damage. And actually, he missed his E-Barb's timing. If he dropped that fast enough, we wouldn't have been able to get any damage with the Hog Rider. But if you drop your Hog Rider at the start of the game, sometimes people are sleeping. Maybe they're drinking their coffee. Maybe they're just waking up. And then when they wake up and they find that a Hog Rider is hammering their tower, they're probably not going to have a very good morning. They're just going to be like, this is the worst alarm clock ever. Okay, so I kind of want to go in for a Goblin Barrel because I think the bowler's going to stay alive just long enough. No, it doesn't. Wow, that Electro Wizard put in a lot more damage than I expected. That's kind of deceptive. He's just supposed to stun. He wasn't supposed to do damage like that, bruh. Okay, so his E-Barbs aren't back in cycle because our card cycle is quicker. So I kind of wanted to take advantage of this and go for the Hog Rider, but at the same time, if you look at my deck, I only have like 5 elixir cost cards with the bowler and the Infront Tower. So I can't drop my Hog Rider immediately like I typically would with a fast cycle deck when I have skeletons. So that's why I waited until I had 10 elixir in this type of deck. Sometimes you have to be a little bit more careful when you've got bowler and Infront Tower in your hand as your only defensive ways of countering stuff. So he's definitely going to freeze. I want to be able to snowball everything back so then we can mitigate the majority of the freeze. And I'm going to use my firecracker. So E-Barbs are just a dime a dozen. You see them everywhere on ladder. They're kind of just ever present on every single mid-ladder's roster. I'm going to go in for a Goblin Barrel. I can't defend the Skeleton Army on top of the Valkyrie. It just doesn't make sense for us to do that. So I'm going to try to get damage while my opponent's doing damage. And when you play against, you know, arrows, against Firecracker, it's hard to get value with that card. So I don't know. We'll see what we can do in this situation. But I think that my Firecracker is going to be very bad. And maybe the only thing that will be good about it is potentially baiting out our opponent's small spells so then the Goblin Barrel can lock on a tower. The Firecracker, your mission is just to die. All right? That's all you have to do here. Bait out the arrows. Give us nothing except just an even trade every time. It's deceptively even because it's actually giving me an advantage. All right, so I'm going to go in for a Firecracker here, and then I kind of have to go in for a Snowball to bounce that back, and then I can go in for a Goblin Barrel. Come on, Firecracker, stay alive. Wait, this is awesome. Our Firecracker got knocked to the other side, the tower that we want to go on. He's got an Inferno Tower, so it's going to be harder to break through because, as you guys know, poison doesn't do so well into an Inferno Tower. However, I can just poison the tower to finish it off. Wait, he's giving me the poison value. Thank you for lining it up, brother. If you go in for a Valkyrie and E-Barbs, I'm going to go for the Inferno Tower in the middle. No, you're just going to go for a Hog Rider instead. The one thing that is scary in this type of situation is if you've got Bowler and you knock your opponent's Hog Rider directly into your tower away from the Inferno Tower. Don't do that ever. Done it before, it is a miserable experience. But this game was one of the most satisfying experiences ever, perpetually bouncing back those elite barbarians so they accomplished absolutely nothing. All right, let's keep it up. So this guy's got some fancy symbols in his clan name. Is that like a banana or is, I don't know. It kind of looks like a banana to me, like it's peeled. You guys got to let me know down below in the comment section. What is that emoji in his clan? Okay, he's going to follow up with an Ice Wizard and a Valkyrie. I don't think that Hog... Oh, it got a hit. Even though I had my doubts, the Hog Rider hammered through. Maybe we can go in for a Bowler and play really aggressive in this matchup. We are definitely playing against a graveyard player. When we see Valkyrie and Ice Wizard, there aren't too many different decks that have that type of card combination. Yeah, and Poison is just confirming my suspicions. So if we play against graveyard, it's imperative that I go in for... You know, maybe like a Skeleton Army here and then a Goblin Barrel off to the side that he's not able to activate King Tower with. Please use your Barb Barrel here and then not have anything besides Tornado. Let's go. That works so well because his damage is dispersed with the Barb Barrel on the other side. So he's not able to get conjuncted damage on the side that he wants. Maybe I can go in for Hog Rider here and pull back the rest of the Phoenix. If the Phoenix dies on my side of the map, that would be very big for me. I need that to die on my side of the map. Hog Rider's going to get tornadoed. It's fine, though. I use the Hog Rider as a defensive resource more so than actually getting damage there. 4-for-4 trade with the Phoenix, so I'll take it. And then we got a 3 elixir investment with the Tornado, which is pretty good for him because he was able to activate King Tower, but it was still a negative trade overall. Okay, so I can poison on that and single elixir because he can't poison on top of my skeletons. It's very tough for him to get away with that. Or we can try to play really aggressive, go in for a firecracker, and wait for more poison value. And I think that's going to be a better bet. If I can poison on the Ice Wizard and the Tombstone, that's just a little bit more love. Okay, cool. I think that the Firecracker is going to be able to finish off the rest of the Valkyrie as well. I'm going to go in for a Goblin Barrel off to the side and then go for a Hog Rider after the Valkyrie's dead. We're waiting for him to use a Barb Barrel and then hopefully have the Barb Barrel as a target for the Firecracker to splash onto the tower a little bit easier. I don't know if it's going to work, but I need it to work. Okay, that's chip damage. I can vibe with that. Let's go. That was so well played for us. That was, I didn't think it was going to work that well. I thought he was going to use like a Phoenix and body block me, make me feel like a fool, but that Firecracker is still alive. Why is the Firecracker still alive? How is she still alive? What the heck is she doing? She's just like on those supplements that allow her to just live until she's a ripe age of 105. She's been meditating in her little monk den. Okay, we can go in for a Hog Rider, and we've got 2 Firecrackers alive, and I don't know what our dude's doing right now. Since we have poison, it's really hard for him to get through. Oh my gosh, I can Skeleton Army here as well. And he's going to have to Tornado on the Skeleton Army. Yep, that's awesome. He still didn't kill the Firecracker, and the Phoenix had to finish it off. Yo, someone was asking me, does this deck beat Graveyard? And the only reason why we're able to actually beat Graveyard is because we have poison. All the other cards in the deck flop spectacularly when your opponent goes in for a poison on the Skeleton Army. That's your only other good answer. So when you're going in for a poison on offense, you generally have to get back to it in time. So I'm going to poison here, and hopefully our Bowler is able to stop him from crossing the river. And now I'm going to go in for a Goblin Barrel as well, so then he can't afford a Graveyard for a while.
It's not just a boulder, it's a rock.
I'm going to go in for a Firecracker because it's hard for him to kill this. And he might have to use a Tornado on the Firecracker and then not have it for the Skeleton Army. So kind of what we were going for here. We'll see how it works. Yeah, he's going to pre-poison, so I just didn't want to roll with that. I just want to use my Bowler instead. I could Snowball here, but I kind of just want to save my Elixir if I can. The Firecracker is going to allow us to get some extra value on the Ice Wizard. I'm going to drop the Goblin Barrel in a different spot. Yo, the Firecracker splash damage again! Let's go! He's going to go for another Barbarian Barrel, which he definitely doesn't want to do. You guys are noticing that I'm not Skeleton Arming immediately, and the Bowler locks onto the tower. The reason why I didn't Skeleton Army because it would be prime candidate for him to Tornado. Don't want to give him too much Tornado value early. He's going to poison here, so I can go Bowler and go Hog Rider, and then I can Firecracker after. I'm just trying to push the Hog Rider away from the Tombstone towards the tower. And sometimes you can do that if your Bowler is in the right spot. So we need to go for another Firecracker here. I don't think we're going to be able to kill the Valkyrie easily, but I need to still make that happen. Trying to keep his Elixir low. I'm going to go for another Goblin Barrel. I should have dropped that in a different spot. I think the Firecracker is going to maybe want to help out against the Graveyard. Wait, that worked. Kind of. Not really. Okay, I guess. All right, we're going to go for the Inferno Tower to guarantee that the Firecracker is going to stay alive unless he wants to go for a poison, which he does. Okay, that was a pretty smart play from him. I think I need to go for another poison here, and maybe I can go for a Snowball, and then I can go for a Firecracker on the Ice Wizard that he's having to drop because he has to slow it down. Let's go! I thought the Firecracker was going to finish it off, but the Hog Rider stole the show. And that finale, when the hammer dealt the finishing blow, was absolutely epic. All right, we got another one here against Vengeance. So are one of the decks that we beat earlier going to come back to bite us? We'll have to wait and see. Definitely got to go for the Hog Rider at the start and test the waters. Please don't have Tornado. Okay, Elite Barbarians. We beat Elite Barbarians earlier, so, you know, I think that's exactly what's happening. Vengeance for the E-Barbs. Hopefully not, though. I'm going to Skeleton Army here, and we'll see what he's going to do. If he doesn't drop anything at all, that is maximum positive elixir trades. That is ridiculous. Firecracker stays alive, so I'm going to go in for a bowler here as well. Since he doesn't have, like, Elite Barbarians to kill this will be really hard for him to deal with. I think the bowler is able to keep the Firecracker alive. Let's go. I can go for a snowball here as well, and the bowler is throwing big rocks at that tower. Dude, this is Attack on Titan mode right now. Oh my gosh, he's looking at himself. He's giving us the Hog Rider thinking emote, and I think it's Hog time, man. I think you were exactly on point with that emoji. So I'm going to go in for my Goblin Barrel in the back. You're going to go in for a Monk. We're able to just assassinate the Elixir Collector fast, and then have the Goblins work their magic on the tower afterward to force out even more Elixir. So if he doesn't have Log, this Skeleton Army is going to just go balls to the walls with value. You guys already know we're definitely going to click the Skeleton Army here and try to finish off the Bandit a little bit faster so then he can't use his shenanigans with his spells. I'm going to go in for my Bowler off to the side and make sure that the Bandit doesn't connect. Ah, man, if I was able to drop the Bowler a little bit faster, I could have activated King Tower using the Monk ability. Make sure that the Bowler reflects back the shot directly in our face. Love doing that. Some people are like, wait, does this deck get destroyed by Monk? Well, we're playing against Monk right now to show you, but also on top of that, if you guys get the ability to activate King Tower against Monk using your Firecracker or Bowler, always take that chance. We know what he's going to do. He's going to go in for his annoying Elite Barbarians. So I want to go in for a Goblin Barrel off to the side and then have the Firecracker get a lot of value and then conveniently be able to counter everything with the Skeleton Army, hopefully keeping the Firecracker alive. Let's go. She does that shimmy and does that little dance, and then the opponent's probably dancing in anger, throwing a fit in the other side. I don't have anything for this Bandit at all, so I'm just going to try to snowball it after it connects to my tower. Kind of got to save my, Bowler here in case he decides to do some crazy stuff and other bridge spam that I wasn't expecting. And I guess I'm going to go Bowler in the same side as the 2 Musketeers. It's not that bad to do. Can I Hog Rider in the other side in the lane of the 1 Musketeer? That might be a pretty good shot. Okay, I'm going to Poison here. Bowler's going to be able to reflect back, right into our tower, which isn't actually optimal. We do activate King Tower, but at what cost, right? Fortunately, we aren't going to lose our tower since we can go for a Hog Rider and pull back the Elite Barbarian. Okay, that was literally for like 2 seconds. What the heck? I really thought the E-Barb would go wandering back a little bit further. It is getting vengeance on us right now. The prophecy is ringing true. Dude, what are you doing? 18 seconds and you think you can Elixir Collector up like that? You're wild, bro. If you're able to defend this, then sure. But, I mean, we've got a Firecracker and Bowler ready to, like, lock you and load and get a ton of damage on the tower. Okay, I can maybe go in for a Skeleton Army here and then immediately go in for a Hog Rider because you weren't able to kill. You weren't able to kill the Firecracker, so I can probably poison and get the Hog Rider to hit the tower twice and then go for 1 more poison and win. This is it. All I have to do is defend. Can I do it, though? This is a very serious question that I haven't had to ask myself in a while. Don't love it, I'm going to have to go in for a Skeleton Army here, and want to go in for a Firecracker, and then we should be okay. Yeah, I'm going to go for a Skeleton Army to pull back the Elite Barbarians. I can go in for a Poison, and that will win us the game. I think I could have snowballed that, but I thought it was 111 HP, and it was actually just 11. I swear I wasn't being a sadistic sir and purposely dragging on the game, but Bowler's ability to destroy Elite Barbarians is definitely his claim to fame. And it's so satisfying to watch. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest of your day.